I was only at the luxury hotel because I desperately needed a strong Wi-Fi signal to submit a job application before midnight. After losing my shop assistant job and being kicked out by my aunt, I'd been squatting with a friend in Mushin, sleeping on the cold floor beside her baby's crib. That morning, I told myself I would walk into the fanciest building I saw, pretend like I belonged, and find somewhere to send out my CV. No shame. No pride. Just survival. I wore my cleanest clothes, a second-hand blouse missing 2 buttons, patched-up jeans, and slippers that didn't match. I tied my hair up neatly and carried a brown envelope like I had documents to deliver. No one stopped me when I walked into the Platinum Crown Hotel, the grandest 5-star hotel in Lagos, known for hosting politicians and billionaires. What I didn't know was that I had just walked into the final wedding rehearsal of Abina, Obi Kalu, the heir to the Kalu oil fortune, and his stunning socialite fiancée, Zara Okonkwo, daughter of a former senator. I stood awkwardly near a flower arch beside the marble fountain, trying to act invisible while searching for Wi-Fi bars on my phone. That was when the lights suddenly dimmed, violins began to play, and a man stormed out of a side room shouting, "Zara! Where's she gone? Zara!" Before I could step aside, a woman with a headset and clipboard shoved me forward. "Go now. The timing is off." "I think you're mistaking," I tried to say, but it was too late. The man turned, his face twisted with frustration. He looked me dead in the eyes, and in a blink, he pulled me close and kissed me. Not a polite kiss. Not a rehearsal kiss. A real one. Deep. Burning. Dangerous. Something inside me shattered. Maybe it was the months of rejection. Maybe it was the scent of his cologne and the steady heat of his hands on my waist. But I kissed him back like I had known him in another life. I don't know how long it lasted, 10 seconds. 15. But when we pulled apart, the ballroom lights came on, and silence fell like a funeral. At the top of the grand staircase stood Zara, dressed in glittering white, her veil pinned like a crown. She looked down at us with disbelief, then rage. What is this?" she whispered. Her voice echoed. People gasped. One of the bridesmaids dropped her bouquet. I stepped back in panic, but Obi, who I didn't even know was the groom, grabbed my wrist gently. "Wait," he said, breathless. Who are you?" I wasn't supposed to be here," I said, my voice barely a whisper. "I was just trying to find Wi-Fi. I thought this was an office space." Someone in the crowd laughed. A cruel, cold laugh. Zara descended the staircase like a storm. "Who is this rat?" she hissed. "Security. Get her out now." But Obi didn't let go. He looked at me like I had just shown him a version of reality he'd never considered before. "What's your name?" he asked softly. I swallowed. NMA. His fiancée was now screaming. She picked up her glittering high heel and flung it across the hall. "You are sick, Obi. You kissed a maid. In front of everyone." But Obi didn't flinch. He didn't move. He just stared at me. And that was how the billionaire wedding rehearsal ended, with chaos, cameras flashing, Zara walking out, and Obi still holding the hand of a poor, homeless girl who came looking for Wi-Fi. I ran barefoot from the hall, my slippers left behind in the scuffle. I thought it was over. A mad mistake. A freak accident. Until the next morning. When I woke up, I was on every blog, every gossip page, and morning radio show. Headlines screamed. Oil tycoon's son kisses stranger at rehearsal, bride walks out. And beneath that, my photo. My name. My tattered blouse. But what chilled me most was the quote under Obi's statement to the press. "I don't know who she is. But that kiss was real."